think I have a lot of musical reactions here on YouTube? Well, if you become a Patreon member, you'll find I have hundreds more. Are you a fan of bands like the Eagles, the Beatles, Bob Marley, Jimi Hendrix? Well, those reactions were blocked here on YouTube, but you can see them over my Patreon. I've also expanded my content to include television shows, and the shows I'm watching right now is on Tuesday nights, I watch Stranger Things. On Thursday nights, I watch How I Met Your Mother. They're both 8 p.m. live drops where we get to kick back, watch together, live chat about it. It's pretty fun, so come join me. I've also added episodes of How I Met Your Mother here on YouTube to see if you guys are interested in my television reactions as well as my musical ones. I released 2 episodes of How I Met Your Mother on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. So consider becoming a Patreon member and also check out my television reactions here on YouTube. Hey, I'm Angela. You're watching DayOne Reacts to Music, and up next we have a song by Jimmy Dean. The title of the song is I.O.U. It was released back in 1976. The person who requested, the name's right there. Thank you so much for the request. And before we get started, please be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know the next time when my videos is being uploaded. I release videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. And you can also catch me on Instagram. Let's take a listen.
You know, most people look through their wallets or their pocketbooks, and way down at the bottom past the credit cards and baby pictures, green stamps, you usually find a little old dog-eared piece of poetry. I was cleaning out my wallet the other day, and I ran across a whole bunch of I.O.U.s, some of them 30 years overdue. Funny thing is that all these I.O.U.s are owed to one person. And I kind of feel like right now might be a pretty good time for an accounting.
Okay. Who
Mom,
do you owe? Your mom?
You listening? Mom, I owe you for so many things. A lot of services. Like night watchman, for instance. For lying awake nights, listening for coughs, cries, creaking floorboards, and me coming in too late. You had the eye of an eagle, the roar of a lion, but you always had a heart as big as a house. I owe you for services as a short order cook, chef, baker, for making sirloin out of hamburger, turkey out of tuna fish, and 2 big old strapping boys out of leftovers. I owe you for cleaning services, for the daily scrubbing of face and ears, all work done by hand, and for the frequent dusting of a small boy's pants to try to make sure that he led a spotless life, and for washing and ironing no laundry could ever do, and for drying the tears of childhood, and for ironing out the problems of growing up. I owe you for service as a bodyguard, for protecting me from the terrors of thunderstorms and nightmares and too many green apples. And Lord knows I owe you for medical attention, for nursing me through measles, mumps, bruises, bumps, splinters, and spring fever. And let's not forget medical advice either. Oh no, important things like don't scratch it or it won't get well. If you cross your eyes, they're gonna stick like that. And probably most important of all was be sure you got on clean underwear, boy, in case you're in an accident.
Why?
And I owe you for veterinarian services, for feeding every lost dog that I dragged home at the end of a rope, and for healing the pains of puppy love. And I owe you for entertainment. Entertainment that kept the household going during some pretty tough times. For wonderful productions at Christmas, 4th of July, and birthdays. And for making make-believe come true on a very limited budget. I owe you for construction work, for building kites, confidence, hopes and dreams, and somehow you made them all touch the sky. And for cementing a family together so it'd stand the worst kinds of shocks and blows, and for laying down a good, strong foundation to build a life on. I owe you for carrying charges, for carrying me on your books for the necessities of life that a growing boy's just gotta have. Things like a pair of high-top boots with a little pocket on the side for a jackknife. And one thing, Mom, I will never, ever forget. When there were only 2 pieces of apple pie left and 3 hungry people, I noticed that you were the one who suddenly decided that you really didn't like apple pie in the first place. These are just a very few of the things for which payment is long overdue. The person I owe them to worked very cheap. She managed by simply doing without a whole lot of things that she needed herself. My I.O.U.s add up to much more than I could ever hope to repay. But you know, the nicest thing about it all is that I know that she'll mark the entire bill paid in full for just one kiss and 4 little words. Mom, I love you.
Wow. This would have been perfect for last week. Last week being Mother's Day. Oops, hold on. Song is trying to start. How can you repay what your parents have done for you as a child? Bringing you into this world, taking care of you until you were able to take care of yourself. How do you repay that? How do you say thank you for all those little things that your parents do for you as you grow up in this world, to teach you how to survive in this world, to teach you all the rights and wrongs, how to treat people, how to find love, what to expect from love, and what you should demand from a love. The small things, you coming home sad because somebody's bullying you, or the things you want, you have their favorite toy, and you just know if you tell mom or dad you want this toy, you know and you believe and trust that come time for Christmas, it'll be under the tree. It's those things that you take for granted as a child. But once you become an adult and probably have your own children, you realize your parents did so much for you. And you wonder, how can you ever repay them? And I liked how he ended it with, all they wanted to say is, all they need is just a I love you or a thank you. And sometimes they don't even accept the thank you. They just want to hear I love you, and they're good with you. My mom would just say, it's my job. What do you mean? Of course, it's something that's natural because I love you and I want the best for you. So they do those things that you may not pay attention to, that's happening behind the scenes. Things that they're shielding you from that you may not ever know until you're an adult what actually happened. Because they want to preserve your innocence. And when it's time to say goodbye to them, It's the hardest thing in the world because you know they're not going to be there anymore to ask advice. But what you have to do is call on and pull from those moments. Remember the things that they taught you. And trust in that muscle memory that they've given you or provided you with. And you know that you're going to be okay. All right, I'll leave that at that. Just give me a moment, please. Now, I was expecting this to be a song, of course. I wasn't expecting it to be spoken word. I've done another song like this that was ended up to be spoken word. I can't think of his name at the moment, but I remember it was about a kid who had a father that was a truck driver, and his father passed away, but he was always fascinated with truck drivers and big rig trucks, and he was speaking with someone on the CB, and all these truckers came and gave him a ride on his trucks just to give this child a night that he wouldn't forget. And I thought that was a really sweet story, and this is a sweet story as well. I wish I could have done this last week because this would have been perfect for Mother's Day, but unfortunately this is how it fell. But it's a perfect song for Mother's Day, a perfect thing to listen to or to let your mom hear, or just say, I'm dedicating this to you, take a listen kind of thing. But yeah, great song. I don't know if I would put this in my phone and like listen to it a lot, but I did enjoy listening to it, and I thought it was a great message. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and if you like this video, please share it out with your friends, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye.